Let's say you're a big rock living in a national park. For the most part, life is good as you spend your days living outside in the natural environment. You get warmed by the sun on a daily basis and get cleaned by the gentle rains that occasionally fall on you. However, over time, the constant exposure to forces such as wind, water, cold, and heat take their toll on your rocky structure. These forces lead to mechanical weathering, which is defined as the physical breakdown of rock by environmental factors. In this lesson, we will take a look at how this process works and see examples of the different types of mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering is a physical process that is constantly happening in nature because nature is always active, even if this activity is happening slower than our senses can detect. For example, we feel when temperatures fluctuate from daytime to nighttime, but we can't see a rock expanding and contracting due to this temperature fluctuation. However, this unperceivable movement does occur, and it weakens the rock, eventually causing it to fracture and break down. This is just one example of how mechanical weathering happens. Let's take a closer look at the different types of mechanical weathering. We have been discussing how temperature fluctuations affect rocks. The process is known as thermal expansion, which is the tendency for minerals to expand and contract based on temperature. Rocks contain various minerals, and these minerals expand and contract at different rates when exposed to rapid temperature fluctuations such as day-night cycles. This causes stress and small cracks within the rocks and the gradual breakdown of the rock. Gruce is an example of thermal expansion at work. Gruce is the accumulation of coarse-grained and loose fragments left behind by weathering. So we see that gruce is the direct result of the physical breakdown and weakening of rock over time. Therefore, if you were a rock climber and you saw a pile of small rocks gathered at the base of a rocky structure, you would be smarter and safer to move to a different location for climbing. Now, we learned that rocks expand and contract as a direct result of temperature. We see that water acts in the same way. Frost shattering is a type of mechanical weathering where we see the breakdown of rock due to the expansion of ice. It may help you to recall this term if you remember that frost is the formation of tiny ice crystals. For example, if you look out your window on a cold autumn morning, you might see the glistening of small ice crystals that formed on your lawn overnight. This is a frost, and it does not just form on grass. It can also happen in the crevices between rocks. During the day, when temperatures are warm, water trickles into cracks and pores within rocks. At night, when the temperature drops, the water freezes and expands. As this frost continues, the cracks within the rocks widen and eventually shatter portions of the rock. In areas where temperatures often hover around the freezing point, road crews worry about frost shattering. If water seeps into cracks within a road surface, which is